everybody, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. I'm kind of tired, gonna be right up front with it. Although I am far more fortunate, me and my friends, than a lot of girls, because I hopped on Facebook real quick as I was setting everything up. Although I got, how often do we get squirreled? I got on the computer to check my email to see if UPS has sent a thing to say that my order should be here, because you don't know about the weather. And instead I got on Facebook, and then I got a little squirreled. A lot of girls who were in Raleigh with us are still stranded throughout the United States because of the storms. So we had it was a rough day, in quotes, yesterday. If you follow me, I'm sure you heard of the drama. You know, we've all seen the viral videos where planes have to turn around and people get arrested on the flights. Yeah, that was us on our flight to Raleigh. And then you may have seen the post. I didn't post it, but one of my roommates did, where the first night, we were the first people to stay in a hotel room. So it's understandable that there were a couple of issues, and we felt like everything was super clean because nobody had touched it before. But the doorknob fell off of the bathroom door, and one of our roommates got trapped in the bathroom. That was fun. And then coming home, there were all the storms, and so our flight was early, and so we had things set early. Our ride share set early, everything early. We went to bed early-ish. You know, when you're with your friends, it's never early. Although the older we get, the earlier we get. We were talking about how, 25, 30 years ago, we went to these things, we could stay up all night and still function the next day. Not so much these days. But our flight, they moved it. And, you don't get text messages. Maybe when your daughter's expecting a baby, you hear your phone go off in the middle of the night. But you don't hear your phone ding, 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 ding as they kept changing our flights. So one of the girls got up to go to the bathroom, and I checked to see what the time was, and I saw all the messages. So our flight was moved up, so we managed to get out of the hotel in a flurry of activity in time to make our flight and make our connections were all rerouted, and we got home just maybe an hour later than anticipated, because the doorknob fell off of our second flight. There was a handle that came off. So we did sit in that plane for an hour while they had to find a handle to replace it. So we had a thing with handles. But you never know. Maybe God was protecting us from a mid-air collision. All the things that happen these days that you never thought about before. But girls are still stranded. So I meant to check. That's why I started to say I meant to check UPS to make sure weather didn't delay my overnight delivery. But come back later today, because I think that it shipped, but I checked yesterday in kind of a delirium. So this is kind of a mini unboxing, because I haven't even opened a lot of this stuff, as you'll see. So this is the stuff that we got, and not even all of it, because I haven't fully unpacked. So I'm sure there's some things that are tucked in that I didn't remember. But the stuff that I got on stage, and then at the end I'll do the color comparison. So I have pulled out, these are all current colors here. Maybe when I get to the bottom of the stack, those of you that follow me will be like, yeah, the paint's still, it's not tacky, but when I go away, it used to be every event I went to, my husband, I can't even pick that one up, but these are all current colors, and we're going to compare them to the new in colors. But when I go away, my husband repaints the table, and then I just mess it all up, and there's a new event. But then he started going to some of the events, and then my table doesn't get clean as often. So you're going to see some of this stuff I haven't opened. So this is a little gift that we got. I don't have the gift bag in here. I did put pictures of it. I don't have like the notebook or the pens or anything. This is a little wristlet that you can wear when you don't grab your purse, which is never for me, but I know my daughter's probably going to try to usurp this, although now she has a baby, so she has the diaper bag, the diaper bag years. So this is super, Lululemon, they carry one of these. So if you feel like you need to have one, Lululemon's is just as adorable, except it doesn't have Stampin' Up! All over it. So we got that. Then this is what I won for a door prize along these lines. Then this was what they gave us. I also have on a white sweatshirt, which I have several white sweatshirts. I have one that sometimes I accidentally still wear when I sit down. It's stained to oblivion because, you don't wear white sleeves when you're going to stamp. This is the one they gave us for our table make and takes. As you see, I maked nothing and took nothing because I'd rather socialize with my friends. Back in the day, or when I was working full time, I knew I wouldn't have time when I got home. I knew I would have time when I got home to just do it here. Oh, I did leave the cards in the bedroom. There were a little set of note cards they gave. And then they gave us some scrapbook paper, but getting 12 by 12 home is hard. Here are some of the new embellishments. They are part of the Turtley Suite, which is turtles, but look how fun those are. This is a part, it's not all, it's part of the Turtley Suite scrapbooking workshop kit. If you are going to the Stampin' Up! Event that Shannon West is hosting in Hobart, Indiana, then I'm going to be making some stuff with this. So you can see, I haven't opened it either, but it's got some stuff in here that you can see. And there are some of the in colors in here, but this gives you a little sneak peek into the papers. And I will have those when they get here later today, full. I know most of you just want to see the in colors. So here's the in colors, but we'll get to those because this was part of the night that it was an optional night we could do, and you could stamp. I did not stamp. Although there was no die cutting, so it's not like I didn't die cut. I did stamp, and I'll show you that in a second. And I meant to stamp something. So there is, those of you that have been around a while know that Stampin' Up! Has high quality standards when it comes to our inks and papers. So if they get them, so they got them and they started getting these things ready, and the cloud cover did not meet their standards. So it has been sent back until it does. So this is the Impressions of Bloom bundle. Can't wait to play with that. So what I did, and here are some Greetings for All mix and match kit, and it's got the white on black on white and white on black. But when we were stamping that night, they gave us this, and you could make these great projects. I am going to look at how much it costs to get these kind of books made. Mine would not be this big, but I'm thinking about, I have some very creative Stampin' friends, and we have talked about maybe getting ours own together to offer as gifts to some of you. But I stamped these. So you can see, this is cloud cover, duckling. Some of you thought the new in colors were too bright for your taste, and sometimes, you know, it's really hard, and it'll be hard on this. That's why I like to do the comparison with colors that you know, because my camera changes it. When I edit it, it may change it, and then whatever screen you are viewing it through can also change it. We can hold two phones together as we're watching them, and we can have two different versions of a color of the same video. So this is Strawberry Slush, which is a returning in color. This is Timid Tiger. Something says C. Oh, they're right here. Timid Tiger, Secret Sea, Darling Duckling, and Cloud Cover. I just couldn't remember what kind of a sea it was. Secret Sea. And then this is Garden Green, and Granny Apple Green. Those were the other two colors they had on the table for us. So here are the colors. I do have full sheets. These are the in colors in flat pearls. You can see the Secret Sea. There's always a hidden missing one. So I'm just going to open these, and look, when I move this, those of you that have been watching, especially the last few videos, my table had gotten bad. So I was like, I said to my husband, please don't forget to do my table, because it's bad. But you know, the bad thing is now he has shoved everything to the sides, and then he moved some stuff. So when I go to unbox today, it will be fine. My daughter's coming and bringing my grandbaby for St. Patrick's Day dinner. So once I have filmed these things, I'm not stamping today. Sometimes when I do my unboxing, then I immediately do a card. I'm not going to do that for you today. You're going to get this video, that video, and then I had 3 that posted while I was gone. Or I guess 1 that posted while I was still here, and 2 I posted while I was gone. You have plenty of content. I need baby time. Tomorrow I will get my first card, and then I will get registration open for my Try It class, which is my most popular class, and it will fill. So you need to, and I'm going to, because we are going to start cutting for it as soon as we possibly can. So half of it's done before we leave for the Disney trip. Okay, so this is, I guess I better bring the colors back over here. This is Darling Duckling. So people who thought it was a neon yellow, you can see it, or people that thought it was just another wild wheat. I had somebody say, are they bringing this out since they're retiring wild wheat. I've talked way too much. You go away with your girlfriends and you talk. That's wild wheat and Darling Duckling. So nope, not the same color. So we have that. Then we have crushed curry. Not crushed curry. And then we have daffodil. So it's not daffodil. It has more of a green tinge, eh? I was like, oh, it's like that one, but that's because it is. It's much more of a green tinge. And wild wheat has that green tinge too. So if you follow me, how much I love, this needs to be refilled, to do my shimmer solution on paper and how it has turned this gold. I can't wait to try it on this, but this is way deeper of a color than that could ever hope to be. But it does have much more of a green tinge than those two. So that's Darling Duckling. And I will at some point, probably not today unless my order comes late in the day, but I need to shower, do laundry, and I'm going to set these aside so I can photograph those. But I will do a little photo thing for them as well. So now let's move on to Timid Tiger. So here is, let's do a color you know and love, pumpkin pie. That's the only orange I pulled out because we know it's not peach pie, right? Although it is a little lighter now looking at it on my little chart. So here is the Timid Tiger. I guess I will go get the peach because it is a little bit lighter than I thought. But it is not pumpkin pie. Let me go get the peach pie because now y'all are going to be like, well, it's peach pie. Hang on. So if you're thinking it's so much lighter than pumpkin pie, it must be peach pie. Peach pie is so much lighter. This one is actually probably would be more in line with the Cajun and copper, like that tone overall, but obviously not nearly as deep of a rust as those. But there's peach, Timid Tiger, and then orange. So those are those three colors. So with the cloud cover, like I said, the stamp pad won't be available at catalog kickoff. It hopefully will get its issues worked out, but it was a hard one for me to pick what it might look like because it is a green gray. It rained, of course, it rained everywhere yesterday. So it's a little muggy in here for the paint to dry. So this is cloud cover. So I thought boho. Where's my boho? That was my first, when you see a color, like, what's this going to be like? And well, this is boho. It's nothing like boho. We all do it. And then here is Pool Party. And here is, it's actually has a gray tone. I could have picked a gray. And I think it's looking more gray now because I'm putting it with blues. That's Lost Lagoon. The blues always, when we get a new blue, there's always like 10 blues we compare them to. So those are the ones that are greenish blues. Well, not that one. These are greenish blues. I think this is going to be one of those colors that plays up what you layer it with. So that's with the greenish blues. Here's with kind of some true blues. Boho Blue and Misty Moonlight. This is kind of a neutral. It reminds me a little bit of Basic Beige, where you could kind of play it up. It would be pretty with Basic Beige. I don't think it's gray enough for me to go pull the grays out, but I will use it on a gray card. But you can see it is, I did think it was going to be more boho. Do I not? That's boho. Sometimes when you get stuck in your head, it's going to be like a color and it's not. You're like, so that is cloud cover. I can't wait to play with them. So I'll have all of the colors except for the cloud cover coming today. What I did start to tell you when I made those, when I just stamped all the flowers randomly and talked to my friends, I meant to stamp one off towards the bottom of my card so I could cut it out and put it on here. Because, I'm not one for perfection, but that little hole is killing me. So our next one will be Strawberry Slush. And the color that's most like Strawberry Slush would be Strawberry Slush because I still have some of it because I like it. I don't save very many past colors, but because my daughter likes pink, I did save this. And it is for those of you that weren't around in Strawberry Slush days, it's a blend between red and pink. So I got Melon Mambo, so you can see. That it has a pink tinge, and then here is Poppy Parade. So here it still looks pretty pink, but when you add this, it doesn't, it looks maybe a tinge more red, but when you put it with the red, maybe it looks light red, but it's its own unique color. We have not had anything like it. And when you put it with Pretty in Pink or one of the pink pinks, then it's obviously, you can see the red tinge to it. So it's nice. That would make a pretty Valentine's card. So remember this color combination when next February is rolling around. Then the last one, this was another one. I didn't really know what to pull out. Maybe if we still had evergreen, but I have a tiny workspace. Y'all would probably die if you saw how tiny my workspace is. So I don't keep anything retired because I would have no place to even enter my room. So this is Secret Sea. Why can't I remember that name? And here is Night of Navy. So it has, this is much more true blue. This has a more green tinge to it. But then here is Pretty Peacock. So it's not a green, not a blue. It's in the middle. The workers from Stampin' Up! Called it the dark and stormy color. So it is nice for masculine cards. It'll be nice at Christmas. It'll be beautiful paired with gold. We have gold metallic rub-ons coming. They weren't part of our pre-order, so I won't have them to show you until May. So there you go. So a couple of questions if you've hung around for me for this long. One, make sure that you watch for information about my Try It class. That way you get to see, I have to count the papers, and now that we've started the online exclusives, I'm not 100% sure how many papers will be in it, but I do anticipate having 10 cards. So each card will have all new paper, all new ribbon, all new embellishments, and then they're based around mostly fun folds and templates, and you get a great PDF. It's kind of like the one that I just showed you, but it's not printed, and a video for each. Then for all of you asking me if you didn't attend on stage, when do you get your catalog? Sometimes I don't look up that stuff because I did attend on stage. It will come in your first order, which people are like, why are they changing? That is a change back. For a zillion years, it was like that. So when you place your first pre-order, or if you don't pre-order, then you'll get it when you order your first order with that catalog. It just comes included in that. It saves Stampin' Up! A ton in postage, and you can see the catalog, I think today, March 17th online. I don't know the time. Again, because I have my catalog. Oh, I should have brought it to show you. I can't show you the inside, so it would have just teased you. So, and that's how I have mine. Every time I post the catalog online, people ask, how do you already have it? If you attend on stage, you get it. But you can view it online if you are a demonstrator. And if you can't wait to see it, then sign up to be part of my team. And immediately you would have access to it. So I think that's all. Join me back hopefully later today. I'm sorry, I forgot to check for sure to see if my order would be here. But, you know, I'm 90% certain it will. They usually come around noon, and then I will get it posted. I got to go make some bread, make some cake, get my shower, get ready for my baby to get over here. But here, this is kind of pretty with this. I don't have really anything to end with because I didn't make anything. I'll catch you back here later. Have a great one. Bye.